It was 1998, and one of baseball's most sacred records was about to fall.
Well, it's the sexiest record in sports. I mean, there's nothing harder to do than hit a home run.
I watched the home run race as a 10-year-old in St. Louis, where Mark McGwire was a baseball god.
For our generation, you are Babe Ruth.
Well, thank you.
I was obsessed. I saved ticket stubs, calculated stats by hand, stayed up long past bedtime listening to Cardinals games on a clock radio. And I'm not alone. The home run race cast a spell over millions of baseball fans. But we had no idea what we were really falling for.
It's almost like a man looking at wedding photos in a marriage where he eventually found out that his wife was unfaithful to him.
It was right in front of our faces. Baseball was juiced, and fans everywhere had placed their faith in a major league lie. Even today, more than 2 decades later, the sport still hasn't reckoned with its biggest cover-up.
Now, Mr. McGwire, would you like to comment on that? Are you taking the fifth?
It's time to break that silence. I'm Joan Niesen. Today, I'm a sports writer, and I'm looking back at the moment I fell in love with baseball. How did steroids hijack my favorite sport? How did we ignore them for so long? And why can't we just admit that America's pastime, like everything else, is complicated, messy, human?
There's a great saying in baseball. It's probably said in every clubhouse every day. You're not cheating, you're not trying.
Over 7 episodes, I'll investigate baseball's steroid era, the truth, the myths, and the gray area that exists between right and wrong, fair and corrupt, hero and villain. I'll try to figure out if it's possible, with everything we know now, to still believe in the game and the people who play it. I'll talk to players who used, speaking on the record for the first time.
I was a moral person, wasn't trying to cheat, and I broke.
Doctors and ethicists.
There's nothing immoral about getting an advantage over your opponents. That's what athletes do. That's what sports is about.
Reporters who exposed the truth.
You know, he wants to blame me. It's not my fault that he used steroids and cheated.
And others across the game who paid the price for baseball's sins.
I think we all just generally understood this was wrong. He was cheating, and you were stealing people's jobs.
I don't know how you deal with that in the middle of the night. You can justify it. You got a big house, you got a car, you got millions of dollars. But in the middle of the night, was it me or was it the steroid?
This is a story about the legacy of a scandal, about what we value and why. This is Crushed, coming April 1st from Religion of Sports and PRX.